The woman who died after she fell from the boot of a car, bound and gagged in South Auckland, has been named as Jindirarat Prutsiripon. The 50-year-old died in Middlemore Hospital overnight after falling from a moving car on Huia Road in Papatoetoe on Tuesday. A short time ago, Detective Inspector Dave Lynch held a media conference.
Yesterday afternoon, as a result of some information that we received yesterday, we were able to identify our victim. Yesterday afternoon, our team visited her family. Obviously, they are very distressed at the news and still struggling to come to terms with what's happened to their mum.
Does she have a large family here? You said mum, so she has children.
We're still trying to, build up a picture of her family. I can say that in Auckland at the moment, she's got a couple of sons.
Has she lived here for a period of time?
I'm not sure exactly how long she's stayed here, but I believe she's a resident and she's been here for a decent period of time.
What can you tell us about, I guess, this criminal background that you seem to suggest that she has been part of?
Yeah, we don't focus too much on Jindirat's background. Obviously, her family's grieving, but her background, may be relevant to the investigation. She does have some links to the organised crime world, and that will certainly form part of our investigation.
Are those links here in New Zealand or overseas in Thailand as well?
There's links in New Zealand, and we'll certainly be investigating the extent of any other links.
Was she in a relationship, and have you spoken to that person?
We're unable to establish at this stage whether she was in any relationship. If she was, it would be a new one. Her family aren't aware of any long-term significant partner.
Detective Inspector Dave Lynch told media the police were looking at the possibility of some link to organised crime.
Well, look, it's a very real possibility, and it will form part of the investigation. She was kidnapped. Key to unravelling what's happened is why she was kidnapped and who was involved. What we believe at this early stage is that there were injuries inflicted prior to her being exiting from the vehicle as well.
That caused her death?
Well, she's got head injuries that have caused her death, and I can't really comment too much further on that, other than to say that it's clear there were injuries inflicted upon her prior to her exiting the vehicle. Post-mortem was carried out today, and that was able to tell us that she did have significant head injuries, and that at least one of those injuries is likely to have been inflicted prior to her exiting the vehicle.
Any other injuries?
I'm not going to comment any further on injuries, but she died of head injuries, and there's a combination of injuries there. Obviously, the impact with the road and injuries that were inflicted prior to.
Any latest with the sighting of the silver sedan?
We've got very conflicting reports of the travel route of that sedan. We do have, information which is coming in from the public, which is great, and we're still just trying to work through each sighting to decide whether or not it's relevant to the investigation. Obviously, four-door silver cars are quite common, so it is quite difficult to work out, what sightings may or may not have relevance to the investigation.
CCTV footage helpful?
We're in the process of going through the cameras at the moment. It's quite a painstaking job, but it needs to be done slowly and methodically. But we're working on that as a priority.